Fluoride. On January 25, 1945, Grand Rapids became the first city in the world to add fluoride to its public water supply. The city, along with U.S. Public Health Service, the Michigan Department of Health, and the University of Michigan School of Dentistry, began a 10-year study to determine the effectiveness of fluoride in the prevention of tooth decay. The city was chosen as a test site because of its large population of school-aged children, its closeness to Lake Michigan, which is mostly free of natural fluoride, and its proximity to Muskegon, which served as a control city. By 1955, the study had shown a 65% reduction in tooth decay and led to the adoption of fluoridation as an accepted public health measure. Fluorine is the most electronegative element because it has 5 electrons in its 2p shell. The optimal electron configuration of the 2p orbital contains 6 electrons. So since fluorine is so close to ideal electron configuration, the electrons are held very tightly to the nucleus. The high electronegativity of fluorine explains its small radius because the positive protons have a very strong attraction to the negative electrons, holding them closer to the nucleus than the bigger and less electronegative elements. In molecular physics, the van der Waals force is a distance-dependent interaction between atoms or molecules. Unlike ionic or covalent bonds, these attractions do not result from a chemical electronic bond. They are comparatively weak and therefore more susceptible to disturbance. If you want a compound of an element in a high oxidation state, fluorine is the most likely element to help you achieve it. Partly favored by the low FF bond energy, partly because fluorine forms strong bonds with almost any other element. So uranium isn't the only element to form a hexafluoride. The centrifuge process was regarded as only promising separation method in April of 1942. Jesse Beams had developed such a process at the University of Virginia during the 1930s, but had encountered technical difficulties. The process required high rotational speeds, but at certain speeds, harmonic vibrations developed that threatened to tear the machinery apart. It was therefore necessary to accelerate quickly through these speeds. In 1941, he began working with uranium hexafluoride, the only known gaseous compound of uranium, and was able to separate uranium-235. At Columbia, Urey and Carl P. Cohen investigate the process, and he produced a body of mathematical theory making it possible to design a centrifugal separation unit, which Westinghouse undertook to construct. 6 months after fluoride was added to the water, the first nuclear weapon test was done in New Mexico. In fact, it came from the world's first nuclear explosion, the Trinity test, that took place at Alamogordo, New Mexico, July 16, 1945. Fallout from the explosion had contaminated the river water that the mill in Indiana had used to manufacture the cardboard pulp. Strontium-90 can be inhaled, but ingestion in food and water is the greatest health concern. Once in the body, strontium-90 acts like calcium and is readily incorporated into bones and teeth, where it can cause cancers of the bone, bone marrow, and soft tissues around the bone. So I posed the question, why are we not supposed to swallow it? The toothpaste. What does it do? I know it's toxic. But why is it toxic? What does it do to atoms and molecules inside of our bodies? Namely, heavy metals or transuranics. like uranium and plutonium. I asked the question, did the government know what was going to happen after they tested that first atomic bomb? Did they know beforehand? The same year they decided to add fluoride to the water, the same year that they released transuranics into the environment. The same environment they have to be in. How about that for a conspiracy theory? Sounds more plausible than any other one I've ever heard. Tell me what you guys think down below, and thanks for watching. All right, bye.